Hi everyone, welcome to Learn Power Skills. This is your one-stop solution to personal development. Here in this video, we will be discussing about focus. What is focus, how to focus, and how to have legendary levels of focus. Let's start by understanding what focus actually means. Focus means when you're channeling your entire attention in one place, you're completely having your attention on one thing, on doing something or on watching something, that is focus. When you're concentrating completely on something and doing it, that is focus. So focus is where there is attention and concentration in doing something or in watching something. Now that we understand what focus is, let's have an example. There is a college student. What shall we call him? Let's call him Sunil. College student Sunil. So what does Sunil do? Sunil goes to college, Sunil attends classes, and Sunil comes back home. Now, in a classroom, there will be several students, right? There will be a teacher who's teaching. Now, if each of these students don't concentrate, they will not be able to learn what is being taught, right? That's why concentration is important. If Sunil is able to concentrate, channel his attention and concentration in one path, that's when Sunil is focusing. That's when we say Sunil is focusing. Now that we completely understand what focus means, let's work on how we can develop focus and reach that legendary level. We will have 5 different ways to improve focus. You must do all 5 in order to have clear and concrete levels of focus. The first one relates to sleep. What? Focusing is when you're awake, not when you sleep. No. In order to focus in the day, you must have proper amounts of sleep. Human beings have differing levels of sleep. Usually the sleep time for teenagers or children is about 8 hours. For adults, they say it's about 6 hours. But to be honest, it depends from person to person. How much of our body and mind are we using daily determines the amount of sleep that we need. So try an experiment. Sleep at one point of time and see how long your body falls asleep and wakes up naturally. If you see that same pattern throughout a period of time, that's how much sleep you require. If you get proper sleep, you will be able to focus better because your body has received the right amount of rest and now it can work. So in order to have focus, the first thing that you must make sure is that you have sufficient amounts of sleep. How do you sleep? Not with the lights turned on and in an environment that's disturbing. Sleep in darkness and in silence. Should you sleep during the day? No, because darkness is beaten. Should you sleep as there's a lot of disturbance? No, because there's no silence. Follow these 2 principles while you sleep. Sleep somewhere where it's comfortable, obviously, and while it's dark and there is silence. Now that we have understood how important sleep is, let's focus on the second one. This is also quite important, especially in the modern world, because right now we are addicted to technology. Technology acts as distractions. The second point focuses on removing distractions. How do we remove distractions? If you're focusing on writing an assignment, if you have a phone next to you, every time there's a text, the phone screen blinks up and there's a notification sound. What do? Immediately you take your phone and check what in the world is happening. What am I missing out on? What could I be doing? That's what happens. Your phone is a constant distraction. That's why by eliminating these distractions, you will obviously be able to focus. If your phone is kept in a place where you cannot see, if it's put on silent, then you cannot hear it. Clear and simple, you've removed a distraction. For some people, food can be a distraction. Having food in front of you is a distraction. For most people, your mobile device or your laptop could be distractions because those give you more entertaining content rather than doing something important that is boring. So that's your second tip, remove distractions. Third tip, your third tip is this: no to multitasking. Why? If I'm able to multitask, I'm getting more things done in a quicker span of time, right? Absolutely wrong. Multitasking takes more time for those tasks than doing them individually. For example, if I have to do 2 tasks, Okay, one task, two tasks. If I do these tasks one by one, I would take 15 minutes per task. All right, so it's done in 30 minutes. But if I do these tasks together, if I do both these tasks together, I might take 45 or 60 minutes, because my mind is not focusing on one direction. My mind, this is my mind, it's not focusing in one direction. My mind is actually focusing on two different directions. What happens when your mind focuses on two different directions? Attention is split, little attention goes here, little attention goes here, little concentration here, little concentration here. What will I do? I do half of all of this. That's why I take more time to complete them. Imagine if I was doing this. Direction, complete focus on one direction, task gets done sooner. That's why say no to multitasking. Multitasking is your enemy. If you can't completely avoid it, at least reduce the amount of multitasking that you do on a daily basis. That was your third task. Say no to multitasking. Fourth point, all of us human beings have specific times of the day where we are extremely productive. So test focus time. How? For some people, mornings could be related to focus. You can focus a lot in the morning. For some people, it's at night. For some people, it's in the afternoon, in the evening, or at different times. So, at what time are you able to focus the most? At what time are you most productive, where you're able to concentrate with full attention? You have to test this out. Try to do important tasks at different times of the day. Then you will understand that, okay, there is one particular span of time where I am exceedingly good, where I'm able to focus a lot. That's your test focus time. That's when you are most focused. Keep those important tasks at that time, because you know that your body and mind are in sync to focus at that point of time. 4 points done. What do you think is the last point? Try commenting below. Now, let us focus on this fifth point, and this point is as important as our first point, as important as sleeping. What could it be? That is your diet. How is the food that I eat relevant to focus? Well, you might have the answer right in front of you. If I am not energized enough, can I focus? No. What do I need to gain energy? I need food. So I need a proper diet to have my energy levels up there, so that my focus is also up there. So in order to have good levels of focus, you must make sure you have sufficient calories in your diet. What is the best diet for you? That's something you must determine. Diet can be calculated on the basis of height and body mass, the amount of calories that you need to intake. So make sure you're having that much of food on a daily basis, so that you are able to focus. Diet is one of the most important. As stated earlier, sleep and dieting helps you incredibly increase the levels of your focus. After that, if you're able to remove distractions, you're able to focus, channelize that energy in one direction. Then when you say no to multitasking, obviously everything else is kept for later, one by one by one. Then test focus time. You are able to find out some times of the day where you're able to concentrate most. For example, I have found the right time for me to record these videos, because I am able to concentrate, be productive, and pay attention in overall focus on this time of the day. That's why I record videos every day at this time, because I'm able to channelize my energy and focus on this. Once you do that, make sure that you implement all of this on a daily basis. Sleep right, eat right. Remove distractions, say no to multitasking, and find the time where you are able to focus the most. These are the simple steps that you must take to have legendary levels of focus. Just do this. Try doing this for a month. See how different your levels of focus is going to be. You take up a task, you would have complete concentration and attention on that task, because you have gotten very good at focusing. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit from this. Make sure you subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed, and follow us on Instagram for exclusive content.